Hello, and welcome to a very delayed stream due to technical difficulties. Ultimately, I did manage to resolve it. The issue is gone, and now I will be able to continue pushing forward in this game. Since we're already delayed, I'm not gonna press it too long. I'm just going to jump in and continue. Last time we finished the deep roads. Now I am gathering power so I can spread my influence and slowly start getting ready to save the empress's life. That is going to probably take precedence over in the story mission. No, Shady. I, Ash. You, Shady. Hi, Shady. Thank you for the support, by the way. Right, I was in this weird section. That reminds me, how much power do I have? 10. Let's push a little further before I go back to the walk table. Oh. Accidentally clicked out of my game. Okay, let's deal with this rift first.
It was always a good day at the Varantium Circle when the sulfur came out. Looks like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Now, these despair demons have become irritating to deal with. Uh-oh. Time to deal with a dragon.
It's magnificent!
Oh, good point. Save. First of all, I'm doing. Wait, excuse me? Okay, keep running. Wait for it. This is going to be tricky. But I've finished the deep roads and I can beat this dragon.
Looks like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Ow. Can you not blow my cover, please? Stand still, please. Never mind. Not now. No. Can you stop? Thank you. So I can't step in the water. Oh, they all got back up. Oh, one moment. There we go. Get down here, you beast! Let me kill you! Booyah!
This is the greatest day of my life! Did you all see that? Asa!
That was great. I do need to rest now, but that was great. I assume I can't talk to him here, though. Save. So I'm going to save, and I'm going to go back to the keep, because I've got a few things I can unlock, and I need to rest. So let's go back to Skyhold. But hey, now at least the rumors are true. Dark killed the dragon. Again, but they don't know that. You know, I can't help but wonder, what does Liliana think about the fact, and Colin for that matter, for the fact that this Dark has the same name as the hero of Ferelden? They can't be the same person. One was an elf, the other is a Kunari. So first I'm gonna go talk with Red Bull. Iron Bull. Red Bull. I'm just gonna go talk to Red Bull. Probably. Hey Shady, I might be addicted to energy drinks.
Your worship?
We'll talk later.
Right.
Inquisitor! Come, have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras Lok.
What does that mean?
It means drink!
I mean, sure, I guess.
Oh. I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
What was that Kunari phrase?
That thing you just said. You shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later.
Okay.
While thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us?
I know,
That is
right?
awkward. Sure, I guess.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why are dragons sacred?
Why do you think the Kunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
I'm sorry we had to kill it.
It's a shame we had to kill the dragon.
Damn good fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
Oh boy. Well, here we go.
Nice. To dragons!
Two good fights.
To finding the biggest, baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
I think Dark had a bit too much to drink.
And how much did you need?
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Tell me about Seheron.
Can you tell me more about Seheron?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talrashath, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
Tell me of the Fog Warriors.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
You sound almost impressed.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the Vinter.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
What's so bad about the winter?
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
Tell me about the Saharan natives.
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
What happened?
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
See you later, Bo.
Nice talking with you, boss. Hey, boss. How are you?
You wanted to get drinks?
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Well, this is going to be something.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Creme isn't too bad.
I can think of worse places to go with Crimicius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
When did you know? And the rest of your crew?
Who are the others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky and Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Where are you from, Rocky?
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
How'd you get here, Skinner?
So how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Why leave your clan, Dalish?
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I like that lie. You're a healer, Stitches?
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Grim, what's your story?
Grim, is it? Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain, something like that.
I'm impressed.
Got a good company, Bull. Ah, we do all right.
No man can beat the Chargers, cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, the horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Bull has a good heart. He fights for the Kunari and he fights what he believes in, but I think at his heart he cares more about his company. He's just doing what's necessary to keep them all together. I do rate him highly. Tell me about your troops.
I'd like to hear more about the Chargers. Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start?
How did you start the group? It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
What about the Fishers?
I imagine Fisher disagreed. He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
I really like Bull. You must have some crazy stories.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken? Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
Giant baiting?
What's giant baiting? So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
You let it chase you?
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you? Yeah. We had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think. But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant. Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though.
It's okay, though. Your group is diverse.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group. Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me. How about you? You had a company of your own? How did you put yours together?
I took all kinds.
Like you, more or less. I took anyone who could take care of themselves and follow orders.
Great minds.
Tell me about Krem.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
Special? But you hate the Vinter.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vints.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people... It's too much work to hate them one by one.
Oh my god. Him being her isn't an issue?
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, you and I have to walk carefully so we don't accidentally break the furniture or the elves. we're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal.
That's fair.
Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Your worship?
Tell me about yourself.
I wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
How did you end up leaving?
You said you left Tevinter when they discovered your secret.
Women are allowed to serve, but only in certain ranks and disciplines. I was up for promotion, but the healer I'd bribed to sign off on my physical had to tend to his sick magister. When the replacement healer saw what was or wasn't in my parts, he made threats. It was slavery or death, so I knocked him out and ran.
How did you get away? If you don't mind me asking. Wait, passing is illegal?
It's against the law to pass as a man.
It's a crime to lie on an imperial application for service. Would have been a heavy fine or slavery. For 10 silvers, the healer said he'd tell the Tribune I was sick in the head. Some pity for the mad little girl. That was when I hit him. I'd served for a few years. I was good at hitting.
How did you get away, if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
surprised you escaped from the Tevinter Imperium so easily.
It's not like I lived in Minrathas. I was in Trevis, not far from the Navarran border. It helped that I was being chased as a deserter, not a runaway slave. Slave hunters only get paid for what they catch. They're efficient bastards.
What is the winter life
What's
like?
Tevinter like for a citizen? Someone who isn't a slave or a mage?
I'm of the Separati, citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. At the low end, people just try to stay out of slavery. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How did they do that?
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
My father made shirts, aprons, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. One of the magisters had a pet project to prevent the poor from dying of cold in the winter. Nice, right? He had Imperial slaves making simple peasant clothes and selling them for almost nothing. That magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't match.
Slave labor. Lovely.
It's difficult to compete with someone who doesn't get paid.
That's Tevinter. My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the Servus Publicus, the Imperium owned slaves now.
Why do you pass, if you don't mind me asking?
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this my whole life. My parents wanted me to marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
Would you change with magic?
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger, I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
What did your family think?
How did your family react when you started?
My mother wanted to throw me out. She said if I didn't marry well, I was dooming the family to slavery. She was happy to take the money I set as a soldier, though. Not that it mattered in the end. My father. When I was little, he'd angle his mirror down so I could pretend to shave, just like him. He never said anything, but I think he knew.
We'll talk later.
Bull has a good company. I think Bull has a good eye for people.
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Never mind.
Carry on.
So, before I do that, let me first double check something, because I do think that I had a mission there. Since I'm not actually going to be fighting, I'll take Bull with me. By the way, we never got to finish that conversation due to issues with lag and all that. Is there anyone else you want to know my opinion about? Silverite, a lot of silverite. But I think these are all repeating missions. There's a couple we haven't covered yet. But first, just double checking. These are all repeating, right? The armed patrols, pure ore harvesting, and pure cattle hunting. Because I've already done this one. And I've already done this one and this one. So anyway, time to head back. I guess one of the ones we didn't cover yet was Vivian. So why don't you start off with this one? What do you think of Vivian?
Yes?
Nothing. Excuse me.
Yes.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Yeah, like that's the first thing that I will probably say about Vivian. She has made great accomplishments and she should be respected for what she achieved. But Vivian is not as benevolent as she makes herself seem. She says she cares about mages, but she doesn't necessarily care about mages, she cares about maintaining the status quo. The status quo giving her a position of power amongst mages. And she does that, but everything is still going to be the way she thinks it, and she prefers to maintain status quo instead of bringing change that she has no control over and might not like. It's just another form of stagnation in order to maintain her own power and position. If it was completely up to her, she would re-establish the circles which have been known to fail. Indeed, But the problem is, if you keep hanging on to the same system you're familiar with, even if it has proven to fail, then you're not bringing in positive change, then you're just maintaining status quo for your own power. I respect her, but I don't like her, and she's not as smart as she's making herself seem. Our research has been examining everything known of the draconic species, and she believes that she has a way to flesh out a creature that might serve as a mound. The Dracolisk is a rarely seen beast, very skittish, but hardy and powerful. Certainly not a standard addition to the stable, but in what other way has the Inquisition proven herself to be standard? I'm gonna take Josephine
Let us
for
begin.
that. What? Forehead bump? Okay, I guess. Investigating the elven glyphs. It required some gifts to several Dalish clans traveling along the Waking Sea coast, but Cillian was able to get the text he needed to translate the glyphs. He claims they are a kind of map showing the location to an ancient temple dedicated to Durthamen, the elven god of secrets. He has provided us the location, but it should be noted we're not the first to investigate these glyphs. A group of treasure hunters evidently mentioned them several years ago, though they have not been heard from since. Not now. Word has spread about a dragon the Inquisitor killed. A note, passed on by Josephine. Tell me you sent soldiers to collect the grisly remains. We have nobles clamoring to see their head up close. I should have anticipated this. Gawking is for peasants, but it became civilized when done with a glass of wine in one hand and a fan in the other. And another, from Ferelden, signed Heron. My associate Wade is known throughout Thedas. Hey, it's Wade and Heron! For his talents at capturing the glory of the Draconic in the armor he makes. The scarcity of the dragon scales means that Wade is all too rarely afforded the chance to work in his chosen medium. But here's a solution. Wade shares his expertise with the Inquisition in exchange for the dragon materials collected so far. Yeah. I might actually send Colin on this one, because I do want Wade and Heron.
Inquisitor.
Reports indicate that Red Templars have taken over an old dwarven port on the Storm Coast, granting them foothold in Ferelden as well as an easy access to the Waking Sea. The port itself provides a strong defense from outside attack. A full assault by our soldiers might eventually yield results, but not without high casualties. A smaller group may battle up infiltrating their stronghold. Our agents have acquired access to the Red Templars' foothold on the Storm Coast. The Templars feel themselves secure. It's time to prove them wrong. Not now. So I assume this is a main quest. So I have another couple of 20s to do. But for now, I've got more to do in the Exalted March. And the Storm Coast, I think. And Razor of the Grey. Unfinished business. Seeing red. Before the dawn. Why is that still? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm missing a gate. I didn't realize I'm missing a gate. Can't do that yet. Did I get another mission at the storm? The sixth one. So I'll probably do the deep roads first, because I am missing that one gate. I'm also going to check something. I got all the mugs. I got all the gears, so that's not an issue. I need a lot more dragons. Yes, I remember. That's where I need to go. The east side of that room, which should be here somewhere. Let me travel there and then we'll see. Because this is where I fought the two ogres. So that's the closest. More dark spawn? On the east side, okay. So it's probably over there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Shady. No worries, take your time. Oh, Dorian's level up. Oh. Oh, that's a good one for him. Good. Nope, nobody else is level up. So now the deep roads. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Why is that still a mission? Let me do some research. Journal. Deep roads. Yes, yes, it really is. Thank you for letting me know about that ring. That ring is a lifesaver. So, is there another gate is the question. Oh, I'm missing the 9th gate. Head south from the Hydrantike Central Bridge. So first I need to find out where that tike is. Yeah, I just read on that. So one of these, that's the lower, that's the middle. So I'll go to that middle one. Also, I know you're talking, but are you already back from AFK or are you still busy? Oh. Could you write that, how to get to the 9th gate? Could you copy paste that in the chat real quick so I can follow it once I get there? Instead of having to alt tab? Thank you. Can I just say I appreciate you with how helpful you always are. Head south from the Hydrantike Central Bridge. So... just in front of the room that contains several darkspawn. Maybe. Is it here? No, it can't be here, right? Let me have a look. Okay. Yes, it should be here. Why can't I not see it? Oh, wait, don't tell me. I need to go further? Yep, I need to go further, that's the issue. No wonder I haven't found this. Thank you, Shady. That's all there was here? Well, I guess the mission is done. Yep, the mission is done, but... oh well. Time to go to the Exalted Plains. Because I'm still doing a mission there. Or missions, rather. Oh, there was also a quest there. I'll do this in a minute. Those two gates. I first want to know what that quest is. So let me go back here. I've also noticed that one of my main quests is only, like, requires 8 power, but some of my side quests requires 20 power.
Nothing to report, sir.
People be power hungry. By the way, I realized, Shady, last time we talked about Varric, or I talked about Varric, but I don't think you ever gave your opinion on him. I know we argued about him a little, but I don't know if you gave your full opinion on him. Because I think we argued about him in comparison to, like, how Cassandra was treating him. Oh. Yeah, I didn't have a right word for it. I call it arguing, it was more discussing. But I couldn't come up with the term at that moment. Oh. There's something here. Oh, this is where I came out with Cassandra to beat those rogues. Yeah. And honestly, I sided a little more with Varric, because the truth is, if Rose was there, she probably would have died as well. Incomplete letter. Incomplete letter. Dear Hector, I hope you are well. I regret daily not joining you in the fight. I wanted to be free, not to have to deal with rebellion or Templars. I wanted to be left alone. I was stupid. It's been difficult. I forgot how easy life was in the Circle. Yes, there were Templars and it wasn't great, but everything was provided. Food, shelter, clothing. On my own I had no coin and a few skills. A soldier came to me in a tavern. He knew I was a mage. I don't know how he could tell. He asked me for some magic tricks to turn the tide of the Civil War. I agreed. What choice did I have? I was hungry. I have to stay hidden because the army doesn't like mages. I don't ask, I just do what he says. I don't even know where to send this letter. It's pointless, but writing helps. I wish... But yeah, I do think Rose being there or not wouldn't have made a difference, so I do get why Varric didn't say he knew where she was. Yep. It's an unfortunate situation where they found them on opposite ends. That being said, I do like Varric. He's not entirely good, he's not entirely evil, he's very much an opportunist bastard, but he has a good personality and character. And I'm glad he was in both Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition. Now I'm hoping he will also be in the next Dragon Age. I don't know what to think of Saul. He's a spirit that wants to do right by people and wants to help them, but he also doesn't understand how people work. So I'm not sure that his sense of help will always be really helpful. Even good spirits can do bad things for the sake of what they believe is good, if it hurts people. I know Cole has good intentions, but yeah, probably. I guess we'll see how things will turn out soon. Scattered notes. Amazing creatures, dragons. Everyone I've encountered has had a unique personality. This one, for example, enjoys being around water. Saw her splashing about. A remarkable sight. I would have joined in her revels had Caleb not held me back. Ah, Caleb, a good porter, but timid. I told Caleb and the others. Dragons much prefer to eat beasts of the wilds rather than humans. Unfortunately, I was proven wrong. A day later, the creature turned away from a Gurgut to go after poor Caleb. I hope the brave little soul got to see the magnificent dome of her gullet. I'm certain it's like the inside of a grand cathedral. Okay. Ooh, quarry. Confessions. Before I go, the right thing to do would be to confess what's in my heart. Lighten it. To whoever sees this, remember me. I always try to do good. While I was major, I took gold from town funds. I am sorry. Jacqueline's youngest is mine. I broke the lion statue in 920. I was young and drunk. Alphonse was punished. I should have said something. I never thought much of the hero of Ferelden. Hey! Rude. I have a couple of maps I need to do. And it's time for more exploration. But I will say, Varric will probably stay one of my favorites. I really like Varric. The Danish believe that Fenharel, the Dread Wolf, locked the gods of good and evil away. Only he walks free. Although they see him as a betrayer, elves still erect shrines to Fenharel. One image they do not revere him so much as seek to appease him, lest they draw his gaze. Not sure what these do. Oh, that's something. Might be something here. Nope. Okay, so there is no more thing here to find. I do need to close those two gates, so I might do that first.
Nothing to report, sir.
Is the Kiln some kind of big secret? How come no Kunari I've met will explain it even slightly?
It's not a secret. It's just too big for a quick chat. Tell me about the Qun is like saying tell me about economics. Most Kunari know just enough to get by. It's like blind dwarves trying to figure out a dragon by touch. Only the priests really have the whole picture, and they spend their whole lives figuring that crap out.
Well, I'll leave them to it then.
So if you were from the playable characters, because I am going to say my favorite character is probably will be Colin, because holy crap, he has gone through a lot of development. But from the playable characters, or the characters you can have in your team, what's your top 3? Riverside Garrison. This ancient structure has stood since the time of the Elven Kingdom of the Bales. Since then it has fallen into ruin. No one alive knows what the elves used it. Grand Duke Gaspar's forces claim it as an outpost early in the Orlesian Civil War. I can see that. Is it even further down? Yes, it is.
Something here. Let's look around.
Bottles of Tatus. Finale by Massad. The last bottling from the legendary vintners of Ferelden before lands were divided. Tears on the glass as slow as the turning of the reluctant air, as quick of the tongue as words that can't be unsaid. Excuse me. Okay, then there's another gate. Aww, he didn't make it.
Safe travels, my lord.
There is that gate. Let's do that first. goes the gate. Two more flowers. Half Slayer. Oh. Shadow Essence. So that's probably the end of the map. I do need to go here and here still. So before I do that, I am first going to... Why was I going to return home? No, I'm first going to take a break. I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. See you all in a moment. I am back, so without further ado, let us continue. So, let's start by going here. Let's set that as an active mission. And let's port to this camp because I think that one's the closest. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I just know I need to be over there somewhere. I'm not entirely sure how to get there. Getting lots of resources at least. Bloodstone, that's always good. Yeah, I think I'm heading in the right direction now. Take your time. I wonder if my inventory was full, because I do remember trying to get that. More deep mushroom. And we've got enemies ahead.
Come on, just answer the question, Varric.
My mother didn't raise any morons, Sparkler. I won't touch that one.
You must have an opinion. And you're a dwarf, completely unbiased.
There's no way I'm answering which Inquisition mage is the best dressed. Not for all the gold in Orzammar.
Oh, that was a funny conversation.
A victory at last!
That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
Why are you barricaded here?
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could regain our outpost parts, or even the garrison by the river, we can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
The rifts are gone.
The Fade Rifts are gone. Demons should no longer trouble you.
With the demons gone, our communication and supply lines will open again. We can get word to other battalions and secure what we've lost. If the Grand Duchess's attempt at peace fails, we'll be able to keep fighting.
I reclaimed the ramparts.
I've cleared out the dead from the western ramparts.
You did? Maker's breath. There's hope for us if the ramparts have been reclaimed. I'd alert our forces stationed outside the Dales, but the chaos makes it difficult for missives to get through. Demons. Those blasted freemen, or whatever they call themselves.
Freemen of the Dales?
I've heard something of the free men of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors. Too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two, then back for supper. Turns out it wasn't. And off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence. To establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
Goodbye.
I shall take my leave.
Good day.
Fort Revasen. Did you know that Revas is the elven word for freedom? Revasen is the place where freedom dwells. One wonders why it wasn't given a more appropriate name after the reclamation of the Dales. Perhaps the adage remains true. Once one gets used to a name, it's hard to change. The walls in this place are ancient. I hope it holds.
Are gone? Thank the Maker. Perhaps now we'll be able to get word out.
You've lost many?
Have many of you fallen?
What you see is all that's left. We were 1,000 strong once. The worst part is not knowing what happened to the men who don't come back. Deserters? Or dead? If they're dead, we've nothing to tell their families. Nothing to send home.
Good luck to you.
Oh, I have to find letters now. Okay, Legend of the Three Sisters, Book 2. Typically, the Three Sisters react in a similar manner upon entering the Bell Marsh. Cherise is the adventurous one, intrigued by all the sights and sounds of the market and the most heedless of any dangers. Marie is the brash one, the most suspicious of everything she sees and the one who makes withering, sarcastic comments even if she allows her sister to drag her along. Brielle, meanwhile, is always the innocent one. She is depicted as wide-eyed and startled, like a doe lost in the wilderness. Yet by the end of the tale, she is also the one who bursts out of her shell the most. A common initial stock for the girls, for instance, is the White Rose. It's an infamous establishment in the Belmarsh, serving tea and cakes to noble patrons by day and at night transforming it into a house of ill repute filled with male and female prostitutes in elegant dress. The girls go there because the building is fashionable, someplace they can escape from the market's crowd. Inside, Marie is the first to realize that the friendly gentlemen are not what they seem. Brielle is scandalized, but it's Cherise who runs off to dance with these men despite her sister's protests. This leads to a chase through the White Rose, Marie and Brielle stumbling into room after room where they are confronted with various patrons. Empress Celine herself is frequently mentioned. Marie scathingly berates these patrons while Brielle is intrigued despite herself and eventually drawn off when Marie isn't looking. Marie throws her hands up in disgust and joins a dwarf in smoking an illicit substance from a wild contraption. It is at this point in the tale when the girl's desperate chaperone, La Bête, appears in the White Rose and things truly get interesting. Details vary, but by the end of this part of the tale, the White Rose is in flames, La Bête has pummeled her way through a legion of clueless patrons, and the three sisters are led out the back door by a charming elf, completely unaware anything is amiss behind them. To my knowledge, however, the White Rose has never burned to the ground in its entire existence, and maintains a legion of guards that make such antics implausible. Even so, the tale is stubbornly believed to be true, even in Val Royeaux itself. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 8, by Varric Tetris. Donan Branokovic left his partner Javelin at the barracks. The recruit was even more jittery after their run-in with Captain Belladonna, and although Donan himself was starting to feel his limbs weigh down and aching after such a long shift, he finally had the scent of something in this case. He wouldn't let it get away. The city of Kirkle has a legacy of collectors. It was built in ancient times by Tevinters who collected suffering as if it were rare coins, and they passed on their obsession to future generations. On any street from Darktown to the Viscount's Keep, you can find someone who always buys tapestries or who has ever known spoon made in Navarra, or someone who hoards odd bits and scraps of historical knowledge like it's their grandmother's crockery. Which was how he found himself knocking on a brightly painted door in the alienage. "Oh, guardsman, what a nice surprise! Nobody's been up, have they?" The elf beamed up. She had green eyes so wide they barely fit in her face, and she seemed to be made of nothing but elbows and knees. "No muggins today, Macy." Donan had to duck his head slightly to get through the door. "I have something you might be interested in." He handed her the letter the magistrate's wife had given him the night before. "Well, this doesn't look very interesting at all," Macy frowned, disappointed. "What you have claimed belongs to greater powers. You will answer to us." "That's a lot of rubbish." "Not that. Look at the back." She flipped the letter over and cooed as if she'd found a lost puppy. "Oh, just look at you. You're just perfect." "Macy," Dolan spoke in a last firm voice, trying to remind her he was still in the room. "Whose seal is that?" "Oh, it's the executors, of course." Macy peered excitedly at the wax seal, holding it up to the window for better light. "I should have guessed it from the silly great powers nonsense. There's only been one example on the latter claiming responsibility for the assassination of Queen Madrigal in 599. And this one is much better. Just look at that imprint." "Any idea how I'd contact these executors?" Dolan asked. "Oh, they're not real, of course. Everyone knows that."
I say we take our chances against the demons.
Idiot.
We travel there.
Inquisitor.
Messer.
Safe travels. We've had some luck.
Last words. A well-worn piece of paper, clearly folded and unfolded numerous times. Things I will do on my return. Have roast boar and ride at the Black Swan. Visit Arnaud at the Gilded Lily. Play Wicked Grace. Swim in Lake Celestine like I used to as a child. Sometimes focusing on this list is the only thing giving me hope.
Bad day for someone.
Safe travels, my lord.
Bloodstone. More bloodstone. Rash vine. Rash vine. Last words from a corporal march. If I do not survive this terrible conflict, I wish my property to be distributed amongst my family thusly. To my dearest mother, the last salary drawn for my service to His Grace the Grand Duke. To my brother Victor, my arms and armor, long may you defend our family. To my elder sister Margot, my love and everything in the pinewood chest. To my younger sister Bess, the pinewood chest and my apologies. May the Maker take me into His hands.
Wow. Shit.
out. A letter written in fine hand. My dearest mother, all is well. You need not worry. Do not believe what you may hear from others. Trust me, your son. I would never lie to you. The war is going well and Celine's troops are on the run. Keep up your hopes and your faith. I will be home before you know it. Please send my love to Dorette and the children. Your faithful son, Hugo. Last words. The scout's journal is bloodstained and soggy from the rain, but some entries can still be made out. Day 12. Relieved Corporal Colin at the Bone Hill Scout Outpost. Not entirely happy about this change. This area sees no battle. Was correct in earlier prediction. Have only seen deer and rabbits. Killed a hare for food. Best keep stores high, just in case. Saw strange shapes wandering the hills at night. The enemy? They walk aimlessly with shambling gait. Best keep quiver close by.
Any of our fallen men out there?
I found some of your fallen.
I've brought back the personal effects of your fallen soldiers.
This will mean much to loved ones left behind. I cannot thank you enough. You've done us a great kindness, Inquisitor. Thank you.
I've got to ask, does any of this shit make sense to you?
To me? Are you referring to the giant hole in the sky, or the creature out of Chantry cautionary tale who wants to be a god?
Either. I'm feeling generous.
What's the problem? Someone shows up, tears the place apart, declares himself king. That's half of history.
Corypheus is that terrifying drug nobody will ask to leave?
Even after he puts a hole in the ceiling. Terribly common.
Okay, I do have another mission. Well, I have a couple of missions that I need to do here. Armor requisition. So I'll do that as well. But I'm not sure how to get there, so I guess let me start by going here.
Inquisition.
Oh, disengage. A note. Why do you fight for the Empress? She'd not do the same for you. Her kind stuff you and all your family into a shack in the alienage. They give you the lowest place in their household, beneath all their other servants, and tell you to be thankful. Don't throw away your life. Meet me at Argon's Lodge. We'll have a drink and tell the world to piss off. Frank. Soggy Journal. The book is waterlogged. Most of the ink has faded. I've heard about some of the soldiers joining a new organization, rebels fighting for freedom. There's always a cause, isn't there? I'm tired of causes. I'm going to live for myself from now on. The world can go screw itself. I'm done with it all. I don't think this is the way to go, so let me check out something else. trash fine. Pontagur. A plaque on the bridge of Pontagur reads, dedicated to all, elven and human, who lost their lives in the Second Exalted March. Pontagur was built 100 years after the Exalted March of the Dales. It was named for Mayor Augur of Vilmontevelan, who raised the money to have the bridge built after several villagers drowned in a ferry accident trying to cross the river, swollen after the rains. Some villagers took offense at the dedication message on the bridge, which honors fallen elves as well as humans. Rumor that the mayor was elf-blooded began circulating. He was forced to step down. Wow. How petty can you get?
Large and preemptive no to anyone even thinking of throwing me across.
In one of the D&D campaigns, at some point, I want to throw someone. But I need to play a big character for that, and a strong character, and I'm usually the one who plays intelligent characters. Woe is me.
Your worship.
I will send our best builders as soon as you get the word. Pontagur has been repaired, and the citadel is once more accessible by road. Oddly enough, we have seen no sign of activity from the army. Something to investigate further, perhaps? Don't go there yet. Such sheen to her scales, a beauty indeed. Your gift will allow my imagination to take flight. Oh, such things I have dreamt of crafting for so long. In return, Heron will send all my collected notes, a bit scattered perhaps, but maybe your own smiths will find them of use. Magic, 10 willpower. I think magic is better. So now I can go back here. And travel there. I think I'll stick with the same party for now. Is there issue with my bitrate? I wonder what the problem is. Maybe it's too strong? I don't know. Anyway. Well, they've repaired the bridge, so that's good. The question is, what am I gonna find across from it?
Monsieur.
More on that, it seems. Oh. More flowers. Welcome back. I built a bridge, or I had a bridge built. The bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. When the bridge is falling down, my sweet lady. Oh, what did you make? You know, I really wish I could eat one of your home-cooked meals.
I will never understand why Kunari warriors spend half their time running around bare-chested.
Thought you'd appreciate that.
It's stupid. They should wear armor.
You see a member of the Barasad in full armor, you run, because...
Wear armor all the time.
Then they'd have to invade everyone. You're so bloodthirsty.
I know. I mean, he's not wrong. Because let's be honest. Dorian is this party's Vivina. Prove me wrong. That's a good sword for him. What? What is this? I don't know. He's vain. He comes from a rich household that wanted more from him. He's the black sheep. He's bloodthirsty. I mean, that is fair. What is going on here? the Raven. This mysterious hooded figure in Citadel de Cabal was nicknamed the Raven, after the second exalted lord. Yeah, that's fair. The human forces, unfamiliar with elven iconography, saw the shadow of the statue cast upon the courtyard and imagined dark winds spread over the keep. Some years later, scholars of elven history hypothesized that the elves may have intended the sculptures as a representation of Gotham, the elven god of secrets.
We couldn't control the defenses. They're all trapped inside.
Am I going to be able to take control of that? I didn't. The Revenant broke down a door. No, I don't think I did. I'll need to go check that out. Guys, disengage. Yeah, it was that door. The thing broke it open. I don't know where to get that sad splinter. It's Citadel du Corbeau. Okay. Let's see if I have some better armor for Iron Bow. Well, that's probably too high. That's level 26. That's 10 levels ahead of him. That's a good one. No armor yet. Anything for Dorian? That's a good one. Nope. Anything for Varric? Yep. Too low. One level too low. Can wear this though. Oh, look! He's got his exposed chest again.
Never let it be said I don't pay my debts. Here you are, 5 royals.
I tried to warn you.
I had no idea nugs possessed such creepy little feet. Stuff of nightmares.
That's fine. Yeah. This is a massive place, though. Easy battle. Citadel du Corbeau. The large fortress known as Citadel du Corbeau was claimed after the Second Exalted March. Originally an elven keep, the Orlesians who seized it never discovered its true name. Although they did find the magical words the elves set in place, mages of the Orlesian circle spent years studying these defenses, but the occupiers never fully understood them. Did I have? Oh.
Who's there? Don't come any closer. We have swords.
We just killed a dozen demons. Is a little bow meant to intimidate us?
I won't hurt anyone.
I'm with the Inquisition. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
The Inquisition? Here? Forgive me, I should have known.
I don't think they knew.
Oh my.
Commander Jihan, in service of Her Imperial Majesty. Long may she reign. My men inform me that the Citadel's defenses are deactivated. I cannot thank you enough.
I have your soldier's ring.
I found one of your soldiers at the eastern ramparts. She wanted you to have this.
Fabienne's ring. She is gone then. I hoped, I prayed that she yet lived. Thank you. I will make sure this gets to her family.
So, what's been going on?
Tell me about the situation here.
There were orders. A chance for peace, they said. Pull back, they said. So we did. Then the undead appeared. We couldn't hold them back. I told my men to activate the fort's defenses. A foolish move, born of desperation. There was so much about the old elven magic we never knew. We couldn't control it. We retreated, but not everyone made it through the gates. I couldn't save them. We've been trapped for weeks. Supplies were incoming, but who knows what happened to them.
I must take my leave.
Good day, Inquisitor.
I guess that's all there's here. So I am first going to go over to the Dalish camp and start there.
Greetings to you.
Let's see. Oh, I don't have enough bear pelts yet. I might need to make work of that at some point. Oh, bear pelts. One of the missions for the elves requires me to supply them with bear pelts. Iridium, Rashvine, more Rashvine, supplies, iridium, travel to there. More supplies. More supplies there.
Exalted Plains, named to honor the great victory of Orlais over the elves.
You never know when you need salves or poultices. It's always good to have a supply on hand. But he is quite a unique individual. Okay. Okay. That was rather silly. The problem is, I was expecting somebody to talk to me about the mage. I wonder if I killed him too early. The dude who made those corp piles in the different Gordon or something like that his name was. I ran into... Remember the other day where I said I accidentally ran into that boss out of the blue? I might have fought him too early. I was looking around for things to find and I accidentally ran into him. Oh. I thought I heard something. Oh well. It is what it is. Well, this fortress came to life really quick. That's that louder.
Monsieur.
Inquisitor.
Oh, nothing
must
else
take my
to
leave.
do here.
Good day, Inquisitor.
Why not?
Ah, that was what I was looking for. Nope. Well, let me just go all the way back so I can get that chest. And after that, I'm going to do something controversial. Yes, very controversial. Oh. I am going to call it up 15 minutes earlier. I know, controversial, right? The reason I'm going to call it up early is because my inventory is almost full. The only quests that I have left to do...
These are the types of fights I love. Really? Every day back in Sahara, I waited for a dagger in the back. Is that civilian secretly working for the Vince? Or is she just scared because she's caught between us and them? Here, the bad guys practically have signs. It's so much easier.
Well, it is simpler, I'll give you that.
Well, as I was saying, the only quests left here are treasure hunts, I think. So I am planning on doing these treasure hunts, but not with a full inventory. So I'm going to save it, and then when I start up next time, I'm going to clean up my clear out my inventory. Was it going that way? I forgot where I went. But yeah, I'm going to clear out my inventory, and then I'm gonna go treasure hunting. There we go. And with that, I'm gonna save. So let me take a moment to see if there's any additional content I can share. Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. But yeah. Nope, no new clips. So let me just set up a raid. Let's go raid Yogo. So with that, I wish you all a pleasant evening. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders. It's a dangerous world out there.